Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jamie, Crafty DIY Guy, and I'm back. I have got some very cool boho inspired DIY projects for you today that I am super excited about. I have never done boho before, and these were definitely challenges for me, and I think they turned out really well. In fact, I think I'm kind of addicted to some boho stuff, and I might be doing a few more of them coming up very soon, because I've already got an idea for a fourth project that didn't make it to this particular video. Hey, before we get into those projects, I do want to say thank you to my OG subscribers. If you're one of my subscribers that have been around with me since the very beginning, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you being here. I appreciate all your comments, all your feedbacks, even when you're making fun of my flubs like I just had there. And if you are one of my new subscribers, know that the flubs are going to happen, but also welcome to the channel. I'm super excited that you're here, and I hope that you are seeing projects that inspire you and that make you want to create some of your own. If you just happen to stumble upon this video because YouTube recommended you, thank you, YouTube. But also thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you'll stick around and be a subscriber. I am out here in my garden and just filming this video. Then I'm gonna go back inside because it's a little hot out here. But I did want to just say, let's get to the video. Or does it go that way? I don't know.
All right, everyone, for our first project, you are going to need one of these Dollar Tree mason jars. You can go ahead and put that lid aside. You're not going to need that for this project. Also, you're going to grab these wood beads. You can use these smaller wood beads that I picked up in the kind of hair bow section that's at my local Dollar Tree, or you can use your own beads. I'm going to be using these larger beads that I picked up at Michael's the last time I went. Also, you're going to need some Dollar Tree twine. And also, you're going to grab some of this really cool ribbon that I picked up the last time I went to Dollar Tree. It screams boho to me. The first thing you're going to do is cut your ribbon to the same size as the mouth of your mason jar and just go ahead and hot glue this down. The next thing you're going to do is go ahead and start stringing your wood beads onto the Dollar Tree twine so you can create a necklace that is going to go around the top of your mason jar. Once you've figured out that it fits, before tying it, go ahead and just lay it flat and then cut off several strings of twine. You are going to tie each one of these strands of twine in between each one of your larger beads, kind of creating a fringe look like this. And then go ahead and tighten your beads back up. Wrap it around the neck of your bottle, kind of like so. And then you're going to start to pull those individual strands down, gluing them to the bottom of the glass bottle like so. Be sure to use your finger protectors when you are doing this. Go ahead and trim off any excess twine from the bottom of your bottle, and then we are going to wrap the lower part of the bottle with that same Dollar Tree ribbon that we used at the neck of the bottle. After everything has dried, I'm going to go ahead and wrap a little bit of twine just on the inside of this bottle. I did not like that one little area was showing there, so I added a little bit of hot glue, and I'm simply just going to wrap this twine around the neck of the bottle. Once that's done, I love the way that this looks, and check this out as a Dollar Tree candle holder. For my next project, I'm going to be using some Dollar Tree blanket yarn. I'm also going to be using some more of this jute cord, and then I'm going to be using this scrap that I found from my recent dumpster dive. This is a rotor gear, and you could easily substitute maybe a paper plate or even a frisbee for something very similar to this project. I took everything outside and gave it a nice coat of paint. And then when everything dried, I took it inside and started to wrap my jute twine around the two center bars first. I went ahead and started to just wrap the twine back and forth through this gear until it kind of looked like this and was nice and thick. Then I wanted to add a little bit of dimension to that centerpiece, so I took some beads, strung them up on some yarn. I then took some extra pieces of yarn and also some twine and cut them to about 15 inches each. I honestly just kind of eyeballed this and just did it really quickly. I then went ahead and took a couple pieces of yarn and a couple pieces of twine, folded them together, and then simply just kind of tied this off kind of like so. into each one of the circles that was on this rotor gear. I also repeated the same process with the twine at the top of each one of the gears, kind of like so, just giving it some additional texture and visual interest. I then went through and just gave everything a haircut kind of at the bottom, making sure that it was as even as possible. And then I wanted to also add some additional texture and color onto the sides where my beads were in the center. And I added some additional beads not only to the sides, but also to the center of my dream catcher, just to kind of tie everything in. And this is what it looks like when it's all done. I love this. Super colorful. It's got a very cool kind of bohemian vibe. I also think it leans maybe even a little bit, I don't know, industrial. What do you guys think? And for our last project, you are going to need quite a few items, as you can see here. Go ahead and first grab 2 bundles of this nautical rope. This is the white nautical rope. Make sure you grab 2 bundles that are the same size. Also, you're going to need 4 of these hanging terrarium planters from Dollar Tree. You're going to also want to grab some succulents. These are a mix of Dollar Tree succulents and some Michael's succulents. You're going to also grab some of this really cool burlap ribbon. The next thing you're going to do is grab some moss, some of these Dollar Tree twigs, which are brand new and just recently found in my store. You're also going to grab some Dollar Tree rocks and some twine. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut my nautical rope in half. I ended up just using 1 bundle instead of 2 for this project. Go ahead and take your rope and you're going to slip it through the hole kind of like so. And rather than tying this off in a knot, what we're going to do is actually hot glue this piece of rope directly to the rope itself, kind of like you see here. And then we're going to repeat this on the other end of the nautical rope as well for each piece of rope. So each piece of rope will have 2 hanging terrariums on them. And then just to finish off those knots, I took my Dollar Tree burlap ribbon and just wrapped it around the ends of those knots that I created, just to give this a little bit more of a finished look. I also took some Dollar Tree twine and wrapped it around the base of that ribbon, just to really polish this up and give it a super modern feel. I filled each one of my terrariums up with these faux succulents, the rocks, the moss, the twigs, etc. And I also repeated that detail at the very top of the rope, but this is how it looks. How cool is this? I absolutely love this. It's super modern. It's very boho. It's very chic. And I am just in love with it. I am actually going to take these Dollar Tree succulents out of here and replace it with some air plants very, very soon. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Take care.